The FAA will order airlines to inspect hundreds of jet engines similar to the one that exploded on that deadly Southwest flight. Federal investigators say the engine blade that broke off and triggered the accident on Flight 1380 on Tuesday had microscopic cracks.
43-year-old Jennifer Reardon died from her injuries. 7 passengers were also hurt. And we're learning more about hero pilot Captain Tammy Jo Schultz, who guided the flight to a safe landing. Kris Van Cleave is at Philadelphia International Airport with new details on the investigation. Kris, good morning.
Good morning. Here is that Southwest jet. They rolled it out of the hangar early this morning. The engine that blew is on the far side. Now, NTSB investigators are hoping to wrap up their infield work today. That FAA order expected to go into effect in the next 2 weeks. But there are questions now about just how many 737s may ultimately need that extra scrutiny.
Federal investigators are analyzing how one of the 24 metal fan blades snapped mid-flight on this Boeing 737 engine.
How concerned are you about the safety of 737s in general?
Well, we're very concerned about this particular event. Why did this happen? As far as trying to extrapolate that out to the entire fleet of 737s, I think that's unwarranted at this point.
Passenger Jennifer Reardon was sitting next to this window when it was hit by shrapnel from the engine. The NTSB says she was wearing her seatbelt, but was nearly sucked out of the plane. Medical examiners say Reardon suffered blunt impact trauma to her head, neck, and torso.
I believe Captain's side is where we had the damage, and that's the engine that went out.
That calm voice is Tammy Jo Schultz, moments after the Southwest plane's engine blew, pitching the jet 41 degrees to the left. Schultz and her co-pilot, Darren Elser, steadied the 737 and began a rapid emergency descent. After speaking with the NTSB, the pilots returned home last night, saying, "We all feel we were simply doing our jobs. Our hearts are heavy. On behalf of the entire crew, we appreciate the outpouring of support from the public and our co-workers as we all reflect on one family's profound loss."
She's a very strong person. She's determined. She's authentic.
Flying together in the Navy, Linda Maloney and Schultz have been friends for over 25 years. Her book, Military Fly Moms, partly highlights Schultz's journey as a pilot. One of the first women to fly a fighter for the Navy and reaching the rank of lieutenant commander, Schultz grew up near Holloman Air Force Base in New Mexico and wanted to be a pilot since she was little.
Tammy Jo was the heroine for that airplane. Those people, they call her a hero. And thank God, I really believe that, just God had his hand on her. He had her in that place, and she was there for a reason.
When the pilots brought this 737 into land, they were coming in very fast, about 190 miles an hour. That's 20 to 25% faster than you would ideally want to land a 737. Now, we can tell you both the engine maker and Southwest are assisting with this investigation. Now, one member of Congress, Eleanor Holmes Norton, is calling for hearings about aviation safety, in part because of this incident. Vlad?
Kris Van Cleave, thank you very much.